in the trailer, in the paddock, in the garage, or the repair shop. But at Hagerty, we can protect it for what it's really worth anytime it's off the track. No matter what or where you race, offer less than a set of race tires. Hagerty, let's drive together.
What does it mean to be built with Summit? It means you're hitting the autocross, drag strip, road course, trail, dirt, or open road with confidence. Because built with Summit means you're using parts from the top names in performance. Priced to make your project affordable. And it's all backed by trusted tech expertise and blazing fast shipping. Summit Racing Equipment. Let's build it together. SummitRacing.com.
And we're back here in Jersey Motorsports Park. Race 1 of 3 done for our coverage here today. F4 will be up next, and then we'll close out the afternoon with Formula Regional Americas as we get that series underway here as well. Alex Popow will be competing in our F4 event coming up here shortly. We had an opportunity to sit down with Alex and meet the driver.
Thank you very much. I'm here with Alex Popow, one of our fastest drivers in the F4 U.S. Championship, currently in third place. And Alex, to be honest, halfway through the season, I thought you'd be a little bit higher there. How are you feeling about this season?
No, I'm feeling good. We've had a really good pace the whole season. We've just gotten really unlucky with a lot of mechanical issues and, just some issues not finishing races, and we've missed out on a bunch of points on things that just were out of our control. And that's racing sometimes, can't win them all, but we always try to.
And then, but you're still in the championship hunt. Anything can happen, especially in F4, the competition that we have. We're going to some crazy tracks, Barber, CTMP, and it's going to be a great championship. But what are your goals coming out of New Jersey and then going into Canadian Tire?
I mean, our goal here, we have 3 races. It's a really good opportunity to catch up on a lot of points and, try and close that gap, maybe even take over the lead. Who knows? But yeah, just always work hard to win. That's always our goal. We always want to win in everything.
And you're always training, I know that, but you're running a series in Mexico too, is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I did a race over there with Alessandro's Racing. A huge thank you to them for inviting me out, and it was a really great time. I hope to be back soon.
Nice. And we were talking about this, most people think that race car drivers, that's very dangerous to be a race car driver, but you do other things as a hobby as well. Tell us about your free diving.
Yeah, we're pretty much, me and my dad, we're big adrenaline junkies, so we like doing anything that gets our blood pumping. Yeah, I do a lot of free diving. I go down around 100, 115 feet just on a single breath hold, so it's pretty cool. I mean, this definitely does not compare to how dangerous that is.
That's crazy. Well, we've heard here from Alex Popow, beautiful F4 car, currently third in the championship, but after this weekend, he hopes to be back at the top step. Alex, thank you so much for joining us.
All right, Ben, thank you very much. And there you see the cars lining up for our F4 event, which is coming up next. And they are ready to go down there, so we are ready to send it back down to Ben for another grid walk. Take it away, Ben.
Well, thank you very much. Now we're on the grid for the F4 United States Championship, and Alex Popow actually just went nuts there in the qualifying here in first. Alex, how are you feeling about qualifying P1?
It's always good to be on pole. I'm excited to get out on track and hopefully bring back P1 in race 1 as well.
Nice. Looking to bring back P1 in race 1 as well. We see this, I got to point this out, the majestic RV here on the car, running with MLT Motorsports, doing very, very well as Alex Popow, very fast. Last year at COTA, he won the first races he was in. He won the first 2 of the 3 races at Circuit of the Americas, and then just doing very well. I'm hearing from race control that we're 5 minutes on the grid, but I see that we're missing 2 to 3 cars here. So we go back here to Powers. Yeah, I can't even talk to him. It's too loud. But Luke Powers running with Toney Driver Development. Then we're going to come back here. Our points leader, Cooper Shipman, starting pretty far back. So, Cooper Shipman, this is a little bit further back than I was expecting you. How are you going to make up the places when the green flag drops?
Yeah, we had an unfortunate grid penalty in qualifying, set us back a couple spots, but we know we have the speed, so just going to stay calm, stay patient, and eventually we'll find ourselves at the front.
Nice. So if you heard anything about it, he said he's going to be patient, let the race come to him, which is always very, very good advice. And then Caleb Campbell running here with the Canadian flag, but I was giving him a hard time. The kid's help phone, but the phone number's not on there. And he says, oh, no, but it is. It's a technicality. The phone number for the kid's help phone in Canada is 68. There's the number there, 6868. That's the phone in Canada for the kids' help phone. So I love that. So Caleb Campbell with Patrick Woods-Toth doing really well. There goes Demitri Nolan up to his spot. Going pretty fast here through the grid. Clemente Huerta, very fast driver, just like Cooper Shipman. I hope you don't mind me saying this, but I was expecting you to qualify a little bit further up front. So how are you feeling?
Nah, they penalized me, so let's get that P1.
Oh, he means business. Watch out for Clemente Huerta there in the number 17, because he means business. I asked him that question. He looked at me angrily. He wants to move up front, so really watch out for this car, the number 17. I saw fire in his eyes. Now let's try to come up here and talk to Demitri Nolan. You can hear the cars cackling down here, sounding really good with these Ligier Storm engines. But you see here Demitri Nolan coming in late. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here comes the last car. If we can get a shot. Kekai Hauanio coming to grid. Not technically late. Sorry, I stepped in the shot there. But we'll not talk to you because it's too loud. But the Anywhere Transport and Kekai currently second in points, coming late to grid. So this is quite a dramatic grid here. It's getting a little bit loud, Ralph. I'm going to send it to you in the booth, but a lot of things have happened here just in the last 2 minutes.
All right, Ben, thank you very much. As we get ready to the start of this F4 race, let's introduce you to the man who just crawled out of the cockpit of his Ligier Junior Formula Championship. Max Mokaram is here with us. Max, nice run.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Tell us about the racetrack. You obviously had a good look at it for a half an hour.
Yeah, so track's pretty hot. So first part of the race, you'll have a bit of understeer, but then you'll move further towards into oversteer. But track stayed at a consistent temperature, giving me consistent times. So,
how about tire wear? Were you able to keep the tires where you wanted them, or is the track eating them up a little bit today?
No, the track's pretty. It's actually not destroying the tires that much. It's actually keeping them pretty consistent. And yeah, so I managed to last the whole race with them, but in the last 5 laps, they were starting to get a bit slippery.
And again, our F4 cars will also run on the hand-cooked tires. And we will take an opportunity here before they get ready to roll off to take care of some business on our end, so we can show you as much green flag racing as possible when we come back to New Jersey Motorsports Park on SpeedTour 1.
In racing, every second counts. Communication isn't just important, it's everything. Established in 1996 in Daytona Beach, Florida, Speedcom Communications was born from a passion for racing and a vision to revolutionize motorsports communication. Trusted by competitors across the world.
Okay, so pretend this is your race car. It's on the trailer, and you have an accident. Ouch! At least your truck's insurance will pay for another one? Yeah, not so fast. Standard insurance won't replace your race car, whether it's in the trailer, in the paddock, in the garage, or the repair shop. But at Hagerty, we can protect it for what it's really worth anytime it's off the track. No matter what or where you race, offer less than a set of race tires. Hagerty, let's drive together.
good is this? Look at this view from Losowski.
It brings all my fans, it brings the audience into the car with me.
Speed turn, 140 mile an hour entry speeds.
The quickest and most efficient way for me to get information to my drivers is from using the VBox HD2 system.
Back here in the Jersey Motorsports Park, the field is now rolling. Our F4 United States Championship entries making their way around behind the C8 Corvette pace car. And then we'll get this one underway. Max, this is the next step from where you are up the ladder system of open wheel racing here with our championships. Tell me a little bit about this car compared to the one that you drive in the Ligier Junior Formula Championship.
Yeah, so I did a couple of tests in this car with MLT. First thing I noticed is that handling is way different. You get a lot more grip in the front, and it just handles better overall. You can go flat in corners where you can't in the JSF4 car, and yeah, overall it's just a newer, more modern car. Has a better steering wheel, and the sleek design really makes it good for racing teams.
There was an early report of some smoke coming out of the 5 of Demitri Nolan, but that seems to have gone away. This will be a rolling start. Keeping an eye on the flag stand, which will be off to the driver's right as they approach the line. Pace car is off. Watching, waiting. Green flag, and we're racing here at New Jersey Motorsports Park, the F4 United States Championship. Alex Popow in that red, white, and blue. First car to turn number 1. You get a lot of pressure up the inside. And we've already got a change for lead. Popow's going to lose 2 spots. Maybe 3 or 4. Oh, and he cuts off to the grass. Things got awful tight down there for Alex, and he had to bail.
Unfortunate start for Alex.
Boy, it looks spectacular as they crossed the start-finish line to take the green, and then it all went out the window for them by the time they got to the second corner, didn't it?
Yeah, really lucky for Kekai, though, and especially Caleb. Now he's into the 3rd spot, so top 3, and hopefully we can keep that.
Kekai Hauanio into the lead here. And he has had a very solid season.
Right now, it looks like all the gaps are pretty evenly spaced. So let's see if someone gets some slipstream onto the insert.
Nolan, who had shown smoke as this race was getting ready to get underway, sits solidly in second behind Hauanio in that 29. And then a good battle for 3rd raging on behind them. And that's going to be Campbell and Shipman. Oh, and Demitri Nolan, he's off course. And that's going to move Campbell and Shipman up a spot. Powers, and they're, oh, and Dimitri's all the way into the tires. That's probably going to bring out a full course caution.
Yeah, yeah, that's really unfortunate for him. I know.
Red flag, red flag. Oh, what a shame. I wonder if whatever the smoke was from Nolan's car led to some fluids coming out of the back onto those tires, and that's what sent him off.
Or I wonder if his brakes started overheating, and a little bit of smoke started to build up, and they got too hot, and they just gave out.
Could be that as well, yeah. And that section of racetrack where he went off, it's not very deep before you get into the tires.
Yeah, you don't have much of a chance to slow down, especially after going that speed. It's pretty tricky to slow down.
As you can see from our drone high above New Jersey Motorsports Park here, the there's not a lot around here, but once you get off track, you're pretty much going to get into the tires fairly quickly.
Yeah, not much. Especially the grass, especially, is it still has a lot of some moisture still from
earlier in the
Friday.
week.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, they pulled the red flag in and went to a full course caution. Put the pace car back out. We'd seen the red flag out in a couple of corners, as well as the start-finish line here. While they take care of Demitri Nolan's race car and get set to get back to racing, we'll take care of some more business on our end. Stay with us. We'll be right back. New Jersey Motorsports Park. F4 America's Championship when we return.
And get ready for race day with Mission Foods. The world's best racers and tastiest products come together to make every race delicious. Fully loaded tacos, fast wraps, piled high nachos. Whatever you crave, Mission will help you be race ready with easy to make recipes that will take your race day to the finish line. Keep your racing delicious and enjoy all the mouth-watering action. Brought to you by Mission Foods. Too fast, too tasty.
Well, we are under a full course caution here at New Jersey Motorsports Park due to an incident right there on the left side of the screen involving Demitri Nolan's car, which you can see they've got on the back of the tow truck, and they will be bringing it back to pit lane. So while they do that, let's check in with Ben Sissel for a report from pit lane.
Well, guys, I'm down here at the MLT Motorsport, Dr. Mike Thompson, and these guys will not give me any information. What's the deal? I'm trying to find out. Alex Popow started in first. Now he's fallen back to sixth, and that happened between turn 1 and 3. Do you have any idea what happened?
No clue. He hasn't said a word to us, but he's going to keep his head down, and hopefully we can get it back.
Nice, yeah, and he's a very fast driver. We've seen him do really well. Let's talk to Eric. Maybe he can give us some kind of insight, because I will tell you, you've trained these guys well. They refuse to talk to me. So do you know what happened to Alex there? Started first, and then I don't know if he put 2 off, or what happened?
Still trying to figure that out. We think that he might have hit some oil from one of the other cars, so we're still trying to figure that out. That's what he said on the radio, so we'll see.
But his car is strong. He's a very fast driver. He can move back through.
Absolutely, absolutely. Got the utmost confidence in him. This yellow was a good blessing for us, but it's a lot of racing to go, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Nice. There we go. Somebody gave us some real information there with MLT. Now we're going to try to come down here and talk to Demitri Nolan's team, I believe. Let's see here. Any word from any word about Demitri Nolan from you guys? No?
Not too familiar yet.
Okay, yeah, so no word here. I don't know what it is with this F4 teams, but they're not giving us any information. But they're going green this time by, so Ralph, back to you in the booth.
Dan, they all think you're the National Enquirer or something. Well, Max and I were sitting up here talking about it, thinking that maybe we heard the report that they think he ran through some oil, meaning Alex Popow. Maybe what Demitri Nolan was dripping, if he was dripping something, came out during the pace lap, and Popow first one into it on the race opening lap. And that's what helped send him off.
Yeah, well, that was really unlucky, but let's hope on the restart he gets a
Green flag is out, and we're racing once again here in New Jersey.
Alex is about to make a move in the back.
Kekai Hauanio trying to hold off Shipman. That's Cooper Shipman in the yellow and black, and Shipman goes wide. And you can see how quickly you don't just lose one spot. He lost 3 or 4.
Caleb holding it up pretty well in the second spot.
That'd be Caleb Campbell now, who moves up to second. Huerta will go to third. And Alex Popow making his way back up. There you see him sitting in fourth. This is round 9 for the F4 U.S. Championship.
Bit of a lockup from Alex Popow.
Popow trying to find that rhythm now. Make up for that disastrous opening lap. They cross the line. Hauanio out in front of Campbell by a second. Then Huerta, and here comes the battle up the inside. Huerta making the move, going into one, and he'll get around Campbell for second. And look how close Popow is now, back and forth.
Yeah, now he's back in the fight. Let's see if he can make a few spots up here. See if anyone makes a few mistakes.
Popow had an opportunity to run Formula 4 Championship at Alessandro's Racing. And that kept him out of the most recent round of F4 U.S. He's back on track here with us this weekend. And he'll be back in the NACAM F4 Championship in a couple of weeks at Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez.
Kekai is just pulling a bigger gap, and because everyone else is behind him is just bumping up and fighting.
Hauanio has the most wins in 2025 with 3. Finished third in race 1 in Mid-Ohio. Missed the podium for the second time this year in race 2. And out front, a good gap here, 1.3 seconds over Huerta, who's running in second in the 17. Clemente Huerta out of Santiago, Chile in the Kiwi Motorsports entry. Popow looking inside on Campbell here. Can't get it done, but he's pulling up closer. He's going to be outside, has to tuck back in. Cooper Shipman in the 14 out of Austin, Texas in that Kiwi Motorsports entry.
Alex Popow guys in the
Yeah, he's got the inside line there and makes it work. And now Shipman will try to figure out a way back. And he might do it at the next corner. Nope, not close enough.
That's a really tight corner, and it's a hard place on track to pass.
Popow starting to pull away pretty quickly. Shipman had a great weekend at Mid-Ohio, sweeping the weekend there. Here we come back to the line with 17 and a half minutes inside of that left to go here. Kekai still out in front by 1.4 seconds now. Popow up here into fourth, in front of Shipman. Oh, no! And he's off and hard into the tires.
Hard hit. That's a very hard hit.
Yes, and that'll be an automatic full course caution. And again, The red comes out right away here at the start-finish line. And then full course yellow out now.
I hope he's okay. That was a really big hit.
Yeah, that was a real big hit. Again, as we said, you're traveling about 140, 150 maybe down there at the far end of the racetrack.
So he started skateboarding on the exit curve of turn 1, and that's what made him lose the steering. So I think he'd probably be going around 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, high speed section of the racetrack, and he just slid right off into the tires. Been tricky out there today.
Yeah, it is. Track conditions are always changing, so that makes it that makes it tricky for the drivers.
But you guys didn't have that many issues. There were some wheels dipped here or there, but today it seems like we're seeing more cars in this category skating all the way off the track.
Yeah, it's I always think the track is changing, and it's always either going to get worse or it's going to get better. In this case, I think it's getting worse, especially with grip levels, getting a lot of understeer. It looks like for them that I think that's why Alex got pushed onto that curb, and he had nowhere else to go but into the barrier.
What a shame for Alex. He had fought his way back up there into a fight for a spot at least on the podium. And now the driver out of Miami, Florida, in the MLT Motorsports entry finds himself in the tires. Hauanio will continue to lead this. Huerta there in second. Campbell's in third. Shipman in fourth. And then it's going to be Powers behind that. Popow and Nolan out. Well, a big hit for Alex Popow. The rest of the field will try to settle themselves down and get ready to go back to green. We will have the green flag action for you when we return live here on Speed Sport 1.
Yes. Hon, the WeatherTech's here.
WeatherTech is the ultimate protection for your vehicle. Laser measured floor liners, no drill mud flaps, cargo liner, bump step, seat protector, and cup phone.
What about my car?
WeatherTech.
Hawk Performance packs 100 years of friction dynamics into every product. Backed by Carlisle Brake and Friction, the world's premier innovator of industrial brake and friction components, Hawk leverages R&D tools and motorsports experience to deliver uncompromising performance on the street. There's no reason to settle for less. Choose pads that are race-proven and street-legal. Find the Hawk Performance brake dealer near you at hawkperformance.com.
What does it mean to be built with Summit? It means you're hitting the autocross, drag strip, road course, trail, dirt, or open road with confidence. Because built with Summit means you're using parts from the top names in performance. Priced to make your project affordable. And it's all backed by trusted tech expertise and blazing fast shipping. Summit Racing Equipment. Let's build it together. SummitRacing.com.
Back here in New Jersey Motorsports Park, Ralph Shaheen, Max McCarron with you, and Ben Sissel covering the action here with our F4 United States Championship. Ben, any word down there on pit lane?
All right, I'm down here with Aiden with Crosslink Motorsport, and I just have a question. Crosslink Motorsports, sorry. I have a question because your driver, Kekai, who's now in the lead, came to grid in a hurry and probably a little bit late. Not late for grid, but right on the edge. What happened there?
We were replacing the engine in Dimitri's car. It took a little bit longer than we expected, and then going to grid, we figured out that the battery in Kekai's car and the radio was dead, so just a quick change on the radio, but we had a couple other things that were on our plate that were pressing matters, and we were able to get both cars out in time to make it for the race.
Nice. It's been a crazy F4 race so far, Aiden. What's your driver saying on the radio? Does he seem pretty calm?
He seems very, very calm out there, just trying to get all the laps and stay consistent. And someone's right on his tail there, so just have to stay defensive and stay in the lead.
Nice. Well, there's some good information there from Aiden with Crosslink Motorsports, currently leading this race. I'm going to come down here try to talk to Kiwi about Clemente Huerta, who was on fire at the grid, now currently second. But Ralph, I'm going to send it back to you.
All right, Ben, thank you. At least you finally found somebody willing to talk to you a little bit there. That's great. Boy, look at the damage to Alex Popow's car.
That's really heavy, especially you can see the rear wing. It's very loose. It looks very damaged.
Tough break for Alex Popow. As we said, had a great start, then it all went away by the time he got to turn 3. Then he fought his way back up, and it looked like he was going to be maybe fighting for a podium, and instead, the car's coming in on the hook.
Yeah, I hope he can get that fixed for tomorrow.
Popow, who had a tough weekend at Road America with a pair of second-place finishes at Mid-Ohio to pull within 19 points of the championship lead. We'll see a big hit in those points after today. Hauanio is second in the championship, but not by much, just 6.5 points between him and Cooper Shipman. And Shipman is a few cars behind Kekai right now. So that's a huge advantage for Kekai if he can hang on and get the win. Shipman sits back in 4th. He's in car 14.
It looks like the car behind Kekai looks like he has a loose rear wing or something. A piece is falling off.
On the front wing?
On the rear wing.
Rear wing.
Sorry.
All right, let's get back to Ben. He's got more for us.
See the green. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm down here with Gary with Kiwi Motorsport. He's got 2 cars still in there. Cooper Shipman, our points leader. But I want to talk to you about Clemente. I spoke to him at the grid. He had fire in his eyes. He looked angry. He took the mic out of my hands and said, I'm going to take off. And now here he is in second place. What's going on with him?
Oh, he's a Hollywood movie star. That's why he took the mic. Look, I think he knows he can do it. He's had things not quite go his way, but I think let's just see how it all plays out. He's hungry and he wants to do as well as he can.
Yeah, and I know in such a driver development series, sometimes you like the fire in the eyes and sometimes you want to kind of quench the fire in the eyes. So how are you feeling about him right now?
I'd like to just quench the fire a little bit. But he'll be all right. He knows what he's up to. He's just trying hard.
Nice. How about that? Finally got an honest answer here in the F4 United States Championship. Gary with Kiwi Motorsport, thank you very much. Ralph, back to you.
That's some good journalism there, Ben. Just keep digging. Eventually you'll get the story. Let's take a look at that rear wing on that second place car that you were talking about. Max, you can see it is definitely askew.
Yeah, it looks like the top part of the wing, one of the screws might have fallen off on the right side.
Yeah, so it has slipped down a little bit there.
Yeah, that's really going to affect him, especially in the high-speed corners.
What's he going to feel?
He's going to feel like the rear is really loose, and it feels like it's about to come out on him, or he's going to spin. It's going to feel a lot like that.
And it's going to be the right rear. He's going to feel more of that.
Yeah,
because it's the right side that's down.
Yeah, so he's going to feel it more in right-handers. So yeah, it's going to be really uncomfortable, or it's actually going to, yeah. So it's going to be a tough time for him.
Yeah, you can see how far down it is. And some of those right-handers here are some of the more challenging corners as the green flag comes out. One of those will be here at turn 1, one of the fastest sections on the racetrack, and he's going to have less grip than he might be expecting there. Let's see what happens here. Ducking inside. Can he make it stick even with the wing being bad?
He made it stick, yep.
He did, but you can see he was kind of tiptoeing through there, too, and the car dancing around. Now he's off
And now
track.
he's off, yep.
He fought it as hard as he could, but goes all the way back. And look at how far back Hauanio has dropped as Campbell and Shipman both go by. And that has a big impact on the points because Shipman is in front of Hauanio in the championship fight.
Yep. And now Caleb Campbell is in the front. He's the new leader, so let's see if he can pull away or he's going to have a little competition here.
Yeah, and we have less than 6.5 minutes to go here, too, so the amount of time to make something happen is quickly going away.
Yeah, so Caleb Campbell really needs to put his head down and drive as hard as he can. So, yeah, so he needs to use every bit of time that he can to make a bit of a gap.
And for Shipman, if he could put another car between him and Kekai, that would be huge in the championship. Again, remember, these drivers in our F4 U.S. championship fighting for an automatic ride in the Formula Regionals America Championship in 2026. And Shipman pulling up alongside Campbell as they come across the line. Smoking off the right rear is Campbell. Boy, Shipman was right there to capitalize, but Campbell was able to reel it back in, wasn't he?
Yeah, looks like Cooper Shipman is really putting the pressure on Caleb, and Kekai is doing Hauanio. He's doing the most he can to catch up.
Could see another big shakeup in this one before we get to the finish. It has been really interesting to see how you don't just lose one spot here in this one today. Everybody's lost 3, 4, maybe more.
Yeah, especially if two people are in a train. If one person is passing you and they're in the draft, then two people are passing you, and there's nothing you can do to stop it except slide in right behind.
Watching the top three there, and then it's Powers and Huerta behind that, with Popow and Nolan out of the race.
Looks like Clemente Huerta, he's really struggling, especially with that wing, and yeah, so it looks like he's falling behind a little bit.
Battling again across the line, side by side, Campbell and Shipman. Shipman with a bit of an edge, but he's on the outside going to one. Gets it done. Campbell gets up on the curbing, but hangs on, and Shipman did exactly what he wanted. Puts a car between him and Kekai Hauanio, and that'll help him dramatically in the points.
Yeah, it looks like Shipman, Campbell, and Hauanio are really starting to pack up, but let's see if any of the order changes.
Kekai Hauanio in that bright orange machine from Crosslink Motorsports entry, driver out of Tampa, Florida, and the Anywhere Transport back. Number 29. And he's closing up on Campbell, and he would love to get around him to minimize the damage in the points if he can't catch Shipman before the end, because we're inside of 3.5 minutes. Smoking him up a little bit going into the corner. There is Kekai. And he rebounds rather quickly. He was really strong here a year ago, racing in the Ligier Junior Formula Championship, your series, Max. He topped both practice sessions, started from the pole, led all kinds of laps in the weekend's 3 races, but it just didn't finish out exactly the way he wants. He's looking for his first win here in New Jersey this weekend.
Yeah.
Here he comes diving inside.
Looks like Hauanio is doing everything he can to get past Campbell, so the gap between Campbell and Shipman doesn't go even further.
Yeah, he needs to get around Campbell quick if he wants a shot at Shipman, because we are inside of 3 minutes now. You think we'll see the white flag this time by?
I'm not sure. It depends. Depends on how much time we have left and how hard the drivers are racing. But looks like Campbell might be starting to close the gap and building a little gap between Hauanio. So let's see if he has the pace to catch back up.
Kekai is closing that window again, isn't he?
Yeah.
Inching up to the backside of Campbell. See if he can get a great run out of the last couple of corners through 12 onto that front stretch. maybe he'll be able to do something going to 1.
Yeah, it looks like he's just setting himself up for the draft and a pass on the main straight. See what he can do.
Here they go, headed towards 12 under the bridge. Out onto the front stretch. Cooper Shipman out front. Campbell in front by a second and a half as they head to turn 1. Got a minute and a half left to go, so definitely white flag next time by.
Yeah, so I don't know if Hauanio will be able to get past Caleb, but if he does, I don't know if he'll be able to close the gap between Cooper Shipman.
Oh, Shipman out front. Campbell locking it up. And Campbell's going to lose a bunch of ground, about a car length or more to Kekai Hauanio. That's right when Kekai needed to pounce and he wasn't able to do it.
Yeah.
That's what we saw in your race. Felber locked it up in the same spot.
Yeah.
And that allowed Gaston to get by him.
Yeah, if you lock up on this track, it's really easy to lose a lot of spots because the track is always curving. So.
White flag is out. 1 to go. Checkered flag waves. Checkered flag waves. Shipman's going to get the win. Campbell hangs on for second, and the 51 of Powers loses the left rear. At least the left rear. Maybe the right rear as well. It looks like the thing is buried down there, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's really unfortunate for him.
That's why we got the checkers instead of the white flag.
Yeah.
And so Hauanio will end up finishing third. Shipman will expand the points lead here, but not as much as he probably would have liked, as Kekai will put himself up on the podium here today in New Jersey Motorsports Park. And they'll be back to race twice more tomorrow in the morning and then again in the afternoon. And that was at turn 4? Yeah, there's one wheel right there.
Yeah, it looks like, that looks like it was turn 5.
5, yeah. You see one tire sitting off just there past it. Not sure if he lost both and where the second one went.
That was really good in tight race between drivers.
And not sure how he would have lost both tires or even one tire like that without maybe some contact.
Yeah. I wonder if he just maybe hit the curb too much or his wheel was loose from the beginning, and the curb just that was it for the wheel, and that made him lose it.
Well, one slightly used Hankook tire available if you're in the turn 5 area, right?
Yeah.
Cooper Shipman with the win by 1.6 seconds over Caleb Campbell. 0.3 further back, Kekai Hauanio there. Clemente Huerta, Luke Powers, and then Popow and Nolan didn't make it to the checkers as this one comes to an end. Well, that was weird. The checker came out, and then they brought him all the way back around again under full course caution and took the checkers again.
Yeah, I
not
wonder
really
why.
Sure how that worked out that way, but
yeah,
it's over.
I would think they would throw the checkered so they would have time to remove the car out of the way.
Yeah.
But I would assume that they also threw the checkered so that the car wouldn't get hit because it is on the racing line.
Yeah. Well, Max, before we have to let you go, tell us a little bit about what you've got cooking as you finish up 2025 and start thinking about 26.
Yeah, so I'm going to be finishing out the JF4 or JFC season this year, and I might be doing testing in different Formula cars. So that will be interesting, and I am going to be planning some maybe a few races in the future, but I'm excited to see what 2026 holds for me.
And you're 15?
I'm turning 14 tomorrow.
14 tomorrow. How are you celebrating, with a win?
I hope so. Yeah, that would be an amazing celebration.
So school year about to get underway any day now, right?
Yeah, very soon, in about a month.
And this will be your first year of high school?
Yes.
Oh boy, get ready. Going to be a lot of fun. Are you the only race car driver at your school? Well, the drone showing us the cars making their way to the pit lane. And Ben will be there to catch an interview with our race winner. Cooper Shipman, Caleb Campbell, and Kekai Hauanio, along with the 17 of Huerta, all making their way to Park Ferme. Here they come in, pulling into their slots. 3, 2, 1. Little victory rev there.
Yeah, definitely the loudest cars here at New Jersey.
That they are. And here comes Cooper crawling out of the car.
A little bit of a celebration pose.
Yeah, getting used to it. Mo Murray from Ligier right there. Of course, all these F4 cars run the Ligier chassis. And Cooper's pulling the helmet and the balaclava off, so let's go down to Ben Sissel.
Well, Cooper, as he gets hugs from Tina, Gary, with Kiwi Motorsport, Cooper Shipman, that is how you come back from a grid penalty. Way to go. Unbelievable. When I spoke to you at grid, you were kind of eye of the tiger. You went out there. Crazy race. How does it feel?
Yeah, no, we knew we had the speed to win from the beginning, so I made a little mistake at the restart there, which set us back, but I was able to recover there at the end. So, yeah, great. Thanks to all the Kiwi Motorsports team for giving me a great car that allowed us to come through from the back. And, yeah, no, super excited and super proud.
Nice job. Well, Cooper Shipman, our points leader coming into this race and our points leader leaving this race. First race here at New Jersey Motorsports Park. I'm going to give it back to you, Ralph, so John Fitton could start the festivities out here at Winner's Circle.
All right, Ben, thanks. Cooper told you at the beginning of the day he was going to get it done, and he delivered. And that's tough to make a statement like that and then back it up.
Yeah. So, good podium celebration for all the F4 U.S. drivers, and good luck for them tomorrow.
All right, Max. Well, happy birthday to you, and best of luck tomorrow in your two big races. We'll be watching. We'll have those races live as well. And for now, we are going to step away from here, but we're going to have the Formula Regional Americas Championship coming up next here live on Speed Sport 1 from New Jersey Motorsports Park. So don't miss that one.
How good is this? Look at this view from Losowski.
It brings all my fans, it brings the audience into the car with me.
Speed turn, 140 mile an hour entry speeds.
The quickest and most efficient way for me to get information to my drivers is from using the VBox HD2 system.
And I'm gonna change.